Adventurers, it's your adventure podcast hostess with the mostest, Katie Staples. Join me for travel stories, tips, and tricks to help you explore and make unforgettable memories. Follow along on Instagram at the.great.escape.podcast and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can be the first to hear new tips. All right, friends, let's talk about something big. New Year's Eve, December 31st, the last night of the year, the moment when the entire planet collectively decides to stop and celebrate the fact that we made it through another 365 days. And not all New Year's Eve celebrations are created equal. You could stay home in your pajamas watching the ball drop on TV with a glass of cheap champagne. And hey, no judgment, sometimes that's exactly what you need. Or, and this is where it gets exciting, you could go somewhere. You could travel to a place where New Year's Eve isn't just a holiday, it's an experience. It's a spectacle. It's one of those moments where you're standing there, fireworks exploding overhead, strangers from around the world cheering beside you, and you think to yourself, holy crap, I'm alive and this is incredible. I'm a big believer that the experiences we choose shape who we become. And if you're going to start a new year, why not start it somewhere that takes your breath away? So today we're counting down my top 5 cities in the world to celebrate New Year's Eve. These aren't just places with fireworks, though trust me, the fireworks are epic. These are destinations where the entire city comes alive, where millions of people gather with one shared mission, to ring in the new year in the most unforgettable way possible. We are starting this countdown across the pond in London, and let me tell you, the Brits know how to throw a New Year's Eve party. Picture this. You're standing along the south bank of the River Thames. Big Ben, that iconic clock tower, is about to chime midnight. The London Eye is lit up like a giant Ferris wheel of dreams. And then boom, more than 12,000 fireworks explode from the London Eye and barges on the river in a spectacular 20-minute display that lights up the entire London skyline. And here's what I love about London Celebration. It's organized. Since 2013, the event has been ticketed to control crowd size and keep everyone safe. You're not fighting your way through chaotic mobs. There are 6 designated viewing areas along the Thames: blue, red, pink, green, white, and the accessible orange zone, each with its own entry point and specific view. Here's what you need to know. Tickets go on sale in mid-October and they sell out fast. We're talking 100,000 spots total and they're gone within days. Prices for 2025 were £55 for premium viewing areas and £40 for others, with discounts for London residents. Yes, you have to pay to see the fireworks from these great views, yet honestly, it's worth every penny for a safe, phenomenal experience. And London goes all out with logistics. Central London's public transport runs late into the night on New Year's Eve with extended services and even some all-night lines. So you can actually get to the celebration and get home afterward without losing your mind. As someone who's been stuck in post-midnight transportation chaos before, this is huge. Pro tip, if you don't snag official tickets, you still got options. Book a Thames dinner cruise. You'll get an incredible meal, unlimited drinks, live entertainment, and a front row seat to the fireworks from the water. Or hit up one of London's rooftop bars for a bird's eye view. Just book early, everything fills up months in advance. On to number 4, Paris, France. Let's get something straight right off the bat because there's a massive misconception about Paris on New Year's Eve. Everyone thinks the Eiffel Tower has a giant fireworks show. Wrong. The last major New Year's Eve fireworks display at the Eiffel Tower was in 2000 to ring in the millennium. So if you're planning to camp out at the Trocadero waiting for fireworks from the tower itself, you're going to be disappointed. The real party, that's happening on the Champs-Élysées, the most famous avenue in the world. Every New Year's Eve, the Champs-Élysées transforms into a pedestrian zone closed to traffic, with video mapping projected onto the Arc de Triomphe starting at 11:40 p.m., followed by fireworks from midnight to 12:10 a.m. And this isn't just fireworks. We're talking a full sound and light show with lasers, music, and visual effects that turn the Arc de Triomphe into a glowing work of art. And it's free. No tickets required. You just show up. Yet, here's the catch, and this is important. you need to arrive early, like afternoon early. Certain metro stations close starting at 5 p.m. for crowd control, and the streets get barricaded. Thousands, and I mean thousands, of people pack this avenue. Now, if massive crowds aren't your thing, Paris offers alternatives that are equally stunning. You could book a Seine River dinner cruise. Some companies offer New Year's Eve cruises starting around 430, 480 euro per person, featuring gourmet meals and views of illuminated landmarks like Notre Dame and Eiffel Tower. Or hit up one of Paris's legendary cabaret shows, the Moulin Rouge, Crazy Horse, or even Paradis Latin, which all offer special New Year's packages combining world-class performances with champagne toasts. And fun fact, all public transportation in Paris is free after 5 p.m. on December 31st. So you can move around the city without worrying about metro fares. How cool is that? All right, let's bring it home for a second because we have to talk about New York City. The Times Square ball drop. It's iconic. It's legendary. It's been happening since 1907, which means this tradition is over a century old. And here's the thing. Whether you're American or not, you've probably watched this on TV at some point in your life. But watching it on TV and being there, two completely different experiences. An estimated 1 million people gather in Times Square on New Year's Eve, packed into designated viewing areas. They call them pens, stretching from 43rd Street all the way up to 59th Street. And when I say packed, I mean packed. You are shoulder to shoulder with strangers from every corner of the globe, all united by one thing, that 60-second countdown to midnight. Now, here's the reality check you need. This is not an easy event to attend. Viewing areas officially open at 3 p.m., yet people start lining up well before that. Once you're in your pen, you can't leave. No bathroom breaks, no food runs, nothing. If you leave, you're not getting back in. So people bring snacks, they dress in layers, and they basically commit to standing in the cold for hours. Don't ask me what they do about the no bathroom breaks thing. And there are no tickets. It's completely free. It's first come, first serve. Now, security is intense. We're talking NYPD checkpoints, bag restrictions, no backpacks, no alcohol allowed, and heightened security measures. But, and this is what makes it worth it, when the ball drops, when the confetti rains down, when you hear Auld Lang Syne sung by a million voices in unison, there's nothing else like it. If standing for 8 hours isn't your jam, you've got options. Times Square restaurants and hotels with ball drop views sell packages for New Year's Eve. Yeah, they're expensive. And they book out about a year in advance. Or you can watch from elsewhere in the city. There's fireworks over the East River, parties in every borough, and rooftop bars with skyline views. Oh, and this year, there's a brand new ball, the Constellation Ball, the 9th iteration since 1907. It measures 12.5 feet in diameter, it weighs over 12,000 pounds, and it features 5,280 Waterford crystals with LED lights. It's basically a giant disco ball of dreams, and it's going to be stunning. What I love about New York City is the sheer energy. This city doesn't do anything small. It's bold, it's loud, it's unapologetically American. And if you want to be part of something that millions of people around the world are watching simultaneously, Times Square is the place to be. Okay, buckle up because for number 2, we are headed to South America for what might just be the most joyful New Year's celebration on the planet, Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana Beach. Over 2 million people, yes, you heard right, 2 million, gathered in the sand, dressed head to toe in white, dancing to live music, making offerings to the sea goddess, Iemanja, and watching one of the most spectacular fireworks displays you will ever witness in your life. Now, here's the kicker. It's free. No tickets, no barriers, no VIP sections, unless you book a hotel or restaurant package. Just pure, unfiltered Brazilian celebration. Let me paint you a picture. In 2025, Rio hosted 3 stages along Copacabana Beach featuring over 55 musical acts. The music starts in the evening and doesn't stop until the sun comes up. We're talking samba, Brazilian pop, electronic music, everything. And then right before midnight, something incredible happens. An unprecedented laser light show illuminates Copacabana with a ballet of lasers from 20 sound towers positioned along the beach, opening the countdown for the new year. It's like the entire beach becomes a dance floor of lights. Then at midnight, a 12-minute fireworks display launches from 10 rafts anchored offshore, synchronized to music, lighting up the night sky over the Atlantic Ocean. The entire entire beach, 2 million people, erupt in cheers. Here's what makes Rio truly special: the tradition of Iemanjá. Devotees dressed in white bring flowers and offerings to the beach throughout the day and release them into the ocean at midnight as gifts to Iemanjá, the sea goddess. It's this beautiful blend of party and ritual, celebration and spirituality. If the waves pull the offerings out to sea, it's considered good luck for the year ahead. And everyone, I mean everyone, is wearing white. It's a tradition that symbolizes peace, purity, and good luck. So if you go, pack your white outfit. Trust me, you'll want to fit in. Now, logistics you need to know. This event is massive, which means planning is key. Take the metro to Copacabana. Do not take a taxi or Uber, as traffic is insane and the roads will be closed. You'll need to arrive early. Think late afternoon to secure a good spot on the beach. Bring water, snacks, and cash for street vendors who sell food and drinks throughout the night. If you want a more comfortable experience, book a beach restaurant or hotel party. Hotels like the Hilton Copacabana, Copacabana Palace, and the Rio Othon offer New Year's packages with open bars, buffets, and direct views of the fireworks from rooftops or beachfront venues. Now, what I absolutely love about Rio is the vibe. Brazilians know how to celebrate life. There's a warmth, a joy, and infectious energy that makes you feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself. And celebrating on a beach in the middle of summer, it is the Southern Hemisphere after all, that's perfection. Now, here we are, friends. Number one, the crown jewel of New Year's Eve celebrations around the world, Sydney, Australia. And before you say, but wait, isn't Rio bigger? Or, hey, Times Square's more famous. Hear me out. Sydney doesn't just throw a New Year's Eve party. Sydney throws the New Year's Eve party. And here's why. Sydney is one of the first major cities on Earth to hit midnight. Because of time zones, Sydney effectively rings in the new year for a large portion of the world. When Sydney's fireworks go off, billions of people are watching live streams, waiting for their own countdown hours later. Sydney sets the tone for the entire planet, and they do not disappoint. Every year, around 1.5 to 1.6 million people descend on Sydney Harbor, lining the foreshore, packing the bridges, and claiming vantage points all around the iconic Harbor Bridge and Opera House. And then at 9 p.m., there's a family-friendly fireworks show because Aussies include everyone in the celebration. Then at midnight, the main fireworks display features 9,000 kilograms of fireworks launched from the Harbor Bridge, the Opera House, 6 CBD buildings, and 8 platforms on the harbor. Let me repeat that. 9,000 kilos of fireworks. Americans, that's almost 20,000 pounds. Last year's show featured something extra special: Sydney exclusive pyrotechnic shots that form cockadoos, koalas, bottlebrush flowers, and other native Australian plants and animals, and 2 waterfalls that run from the Harbor Bridge. It's not just fireworks, it's artwork exploding in the sky. And the entire event is free. No tickets required for most viewing areas. You can claim a spot at places like Miss Macquarie's Point, Observation Hill, or along the harbor foreshore and watch the show without spending a dime. That said, some of the best spots are ticketed to manage crowds safely. The Sydney Opera House forecourt offers free ticketed entry. Bookings open December 26th, with access between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. The Royal Botanic Gardens also offers ticketed viewing areas with facilities like food trucks, water stations, and accessibility features. Or if you want to go big, book a harbor cruise. You'll be on the water, right in the middle of the action with 360-degree views of the fireworks reflecting off the harbor. It's expensive, think hundreds to over $1,000, yet it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Important logistics. Sydney gets hot in late December. We're talking summer weather. Pack sunscreen, a hat, water, and prepare to be outside all day. Many viewing areas fill up by early afternoon, so arrive early. And once you're in, most spots don't allow re-entry, so plan to stay put. Public transport runs extended services, yet expect it to be packed. And here's a pro tip. Consider staying on the north shore of the harbor, as it's easier to get to and leave from than the main areas. What makes Sydney my number one pick, it's the scale, the beauty, and it's not just a fireworks show. It is a gift to the world. Sydney saying, hey, we're starting the new year first and we're going to make it spectacular for everyone. And when those fireworks light up the Harbor Bridge and Opera House with the sparkling water below and millions of people cheering under the summer sky, nothing else compares. So there you have it, friends. My top 5 places to celebrate New Year's Eve: London, Paris, New York City, Rio, and Sydney. Remember, you don't have to stay home for New Year's Eve. You don't have to settle for the same old routine. If you want to start your year with an experience that fills your soul, stretches your comfort zone, and reminds you that the world is big and beautiful and full of celebration, then go. Book the flight, book the hotel, make the plan, because life is too short to spend every New Year's Eve in the same place doing the same thing. The world is waiting, and trust me, ringing in the new year surrounded by millions of strangers who become your friends for that one magical moment, it changes you. So start planning, start dreaming, and start making 2026 the year you celebrate somewhere incredible. Well, that's it for my New Year's Eve destination recommendations. Have you been to any of these? I would love to hear from you. Find me on Instagram at the.great.escape.podcast and send me a message. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can follow along and dream big for your journeys on the Great Escape. See you next time, adventurers.